Hi there! My name is Macy Jacob, and in today's video we're going to be reviewing and reacting to Willow Smith's latest album, Petal Rock Black. I'm super excited to listen to this album today. As you may or may not know, I'm a huge Willow Smith fan. I saw her in concert a couple years ago. It was the best show ever. I've been listening to her since way back, since Whip My Hair. And supposedly on this album, she is playing every single instrument and basically doing each element of her songs by herself. I think she worked with one other person on the album. Aside from the collaborators that she has on a couple of the songs, it's all her. So I find that very interesting. I am excited to hear it. And I actually don't really know what to expect. There was kind of not really much promotion for the album, unless I'm not really plugged into the fandom exactly, but it kind of felt like it came out of nowhere to me. So I'm intrigued, I'm excited, and let's get into it. Don't mind the cast of Supernatural being up here. This is for another video I made. If you haven't watched it, go watch my season 1 recap of Supernatural. And I kind of just left them because, well, for one, I'm working on season 2. It's kind of part of the vibe of my room now. I have a short film coming out soon called Soulmates.
Do you want to see what it was like?
So stay tuned for that. And follow me on socials to stay up to date with what I have going on. You can follow me on Instagram at macy.jacob and follow my production company at Bright Moss Productions. Thank you. Okay, let's get into it. So there are 12 songs on the album, and she also updated all of her previous albums to sort of like fit the vibe of this new album, which I think is really interesting. That's kind of a thing that artists are doing these days. I don't really get it, but the first one is the title of the album. It's called Petal Rock Black, featuring George Clinton. I don't know who that is, but I'm excited to find out.
Storm-smeared picture. Rusty the delirious scream. Worship his whisper. Through her luscious ache.
Okay. Is that loud enough? That was wild. I don't really know what that was. What? No! That's not what I... Oh, wait. That was the song. Okay, that was the song? We need to start over. I'm fucking confused. Why does this always happen to me?
Shadow me, mother, with your ear to the cocoon.
Okay, that was really cool. Not obviously what I expected from the first song in the album, but very interesting nonetheless. I don't know if that was from something or if that, I don't know if that's an original monologue, but very cool. Probably, I assume, sets the scene for the album that we are about to listen to. So that was the first song, not a song. I will rate it, how do I usually do this? Out of 10? I guess I'll give it a 4. Okay, the next song, and actually the first song, is called Vegetation. Let's hear it. Okay. I think this is really fun. I love Willow, so... This is really cool sounding so far. So many different elements kind of coming together, kind of a lot like her previous album. Whoa. I love the way she's singing, that's so cool. I'm really digging this right now. Okay. Okay. I hate how it jumps right into the next song. Okay, that was really cool. It had a lot of different elements. It sounded a little bit like some songs from Empathogen. It sounded a little bit like some songs from her rock era albums with the grimy electric guitar sound. I really liked how dynamic her vocals were in that song. Like, she was doing some really interesting things with her voice. Her voice is amazing to begin with, so I love that. That's one that I definitely have to listen to again to fully take in all of the different elements of it, but I really liked it. For now, I'm gonna give it an 8 because I think we're gonna have some 9s and 10s. The next song is called Hear Me Out. Okay, this is really interesting sounding already. I like this. I like this. Okay. Gosh, her voice is so good. Okay. What? It's not over. Okay. What? That was such a fun ending. Okay, I loved that song, obviously. It was totally vibey and boppy and fun, and her vocals were amazing again. Also, very interesting elements, kind of reminding me of her last album, which, if you watch my review, you know that I loved that album, so I really enjoyed that one. I give that one a 9. That like switch up that happened at the end there was really, really cool too. I don't know what she was saying, but I liked it. Okay. The next one is called Play, featuring Kamasi Washington. Again, I don't know who that is. I'm excited to find out. I really like the breathy sort of vocals that she's having on this album so far. Wow, that is really cool. Wow. I don't even want to talk and like interrupt the song. There's like saxophone. Wow. Wow. That was really good. Okay, that song was excellent. I feel like WILLOW's music evokes a feeling of creativity and like beauty and love for life. And anytime I listen to her music, I just feel like, wow, she's an amazing artist. And I wish that I could make music that sounds like the way that I feel. And she's so good at that, I think. So I really love that she really tried to take on every element of the songwriting process and playing all the instruments and doing everything. I think that's so cool. I think she said before in an interview that she didn't feel like a real artist unless she could play all these instruments and do all these things. So that's really cool. I hope that she feels like a real artist now that she's made this album, because wow, that was amazing. I'm gonna give that one again a 9 out of 10. I feel moved and I feel like painting. So the next song is called Sitting Silently.
Sitting silently, sitting silently, sitting
Okay.
silently, sitting silently, sitting silently, sitting silently.
I dig.
Focus on my breathing, try to hear us making the sound.
What? What? Very interesting. Okay. Okay, girl. Okay, that was really funny. I liked that ending. I also thought that song was very interesting. Sitting silently, sitting silently, like that's in my head now. It kind of felt like, remember when SpongeBob is like, like that's what it felt like, kind of. I couldn't exactly hear what she was saying, but some of the lyrics made it feel like maybe she was like meditating or something like that. Again, there was a lot of like different elements that came together in a very interesting way. Not at all like a typical song. I think all the songs we've heard so far, plus most of the songs on her last album, kind of really stray away from like a typical song structure. That's the kind of music that I like to listen to mostly. I really liked that one, but I also feel like it's kind of an earworm. So maybe it's not as up there as the other songs we've heard so far. So I'm gonna give it a 7.5. Okay, the next song is called Not a Fantasy. Okay. So fun. Wow. Oh my god. So good. I love this. Her voice is so good. Wow. I loved that one. Loved it. It was so dreamy and sweet and soft and pretty, and yeah, I really liked that one. That one's a 10 for me, probably. That one kind of had more of what I would call like the quintessential Willow sound, at least to me. Very unique, very amazing vocals, of course, and it just makes you want to like sit under a tree. So yeah, that one was great. It's not a fantasy to be who you are. She was so right when she said that. The next one is called I Would Die For You. I don't know if this is a sample or something, because there's no collaborator on the song. I don't know who this is. It sounds crazy. I don't understand what's happening, but I kind of dig it. This is so weird. Still going. I guess there's a... Okay, that was it. Actually, I think we should just start with drums. That's so random. Okay, I don't know what was happening in that song, but I kind of liked it. I was gonna say, I guess there's a possibility that that was her voice like tuned to sound that way. If that is the case, then that's very cool. I like that. The song was very boppy, very cool and unique. It elicited a strange reaction from me, a variety of reactions. Maybe I will have to listen to that one again to give my full rating, but for now I'm gonna give it a 7.5, I think. All of these songs are rather short, so that's sad. Next we have Omnipotent featuring Tune Yards. I like this. What? Okay, that's not what I was expecting to happen. But, wow, that sounds so cool. Okay. This person also has a really great voice. This is so not what I was expecting. What is this? I really like it, but it's confusing to my brain.
With the ancestors, the first ones who brought fire to the land.
What? This is the same song. Wow. Wow, what? There were so many times I thought I knew what was gonna happen in that song, and then it just did something completely different that I have to listen to that again. Definitely. Also, every time I talk, I feel like I'm interrupting something that I want to hear. So that song was really good. Very unique. I like that. The other person in the song, Tune Yards, was really great. Their voice was very beautiful. Such a strange song with very little structure. So fun. I really liked the ending. Loved it, but need to listen to it again. So again, I'm giving it a 7.5. These songs are very short. Like, I'm pretty sure we're like halfway already. We're over halfway. We have 4 songs left. These songs are too short. This one's called Holy Mystery. I like when her songs start like this. Wow. That was very cool. Okay, I'm enjoying this. I want to go run in a field. Okay, I had the feeling like this song would be amazing live, almost like an interlude or something. I really liked the drums in that song. It was just very very vibey. I wish I had a better word than that, but that's my word. It made me, like I said, want to run around in a field. It made me want to call my mom and like draw a picture outside. This album will be perfect for summertime if we ever get that here in Ohio. You know, Willow's always been like this. It is true that she's had like an incredible progression, her musicality and learning all these instruments and just really maturing. But her music has always been like so unique and unstructured. And that's what I really like about it. So that song for me was an 8, I would say. And I would have really loved to hear it live. So Willow tour when? Thank you. Okay, this next song is called Nothing and Everything. I really like this so far. That was weird. I like this. Wow. All of these songs are wow. That one particularly was like kind of folky. Like I think there was a little bit of a story that she was telling that I didn't exactly catch on to. It reminded me of a song that like my mom would like. My mom has really good music taste, so I was also thinking that, and I think I said this before, but I would really love an Aurora and a Willow collab. I think that would be amazing. That song was really good. I was hoping there would be like sort of a swell at the end, and there was, so that was nice. I gotta give it a 7.5 again. It was a little bit like slower than my usual taste, so that's why. Okay, we have 2 more songs. This next one is called Living in the Heart Interlude. I don't know why it's an interlude. We are almost done with the album, but okay.
In my heart, and I'm going to be okay. No matter how my fears or my insecurities
Okay,
try to
lock
pull me
in.
off of my path, I am still okay.
Hell yeah. Okay, well, that was really short, obviously. It was really sweet and cute though. I really liked what she was saying in that song. Not really a song again though, so I'll give it a 6. It was perhaps more like a mantra. Okay, this is the last song. I wasn't expecting to get here so soon, but we are here. It's called Ear to the Cocoon, which I think is a line from the first song that we heard. I don't know what it means, but... Huh? Wait, we gotta start this over. Okay. So fun. I don't know what that means, but I love it. That song was the best song on the album, perhaps. I give that one a 10. It's just fun, okay? She's having fun, I'm having fun. I think it's really clear that this album was like experimental and fun and maybe a little bit unserious, and maybe that's why there wasn't like a lot of promotion, like typical promotion for the album. I really hope that Willow continues on this path and her next album is maybe longer and with more of like a through line, like in Pathogen. There was a little bit of like 70s inspiration, and I don't know if this is right, but some of it sounded kind of like gospel a little bit to me. This whole album made me want to like go outside on a sunny day and like this would go absolutely crazy at a live show, an outdoor live show especially. Yeah, just amazing, especially that last song. I didn't really have many comments for that one. It was just good. I guess those are all my opinions on the album as a whole, plus also that last song. It was too short, but that's okay. I would say if you didn't know about this album until now, now you know. Go listen to it. And if you aren't already a Willow fan, you really should be, because I think she's one of the very few artists that's doing it like this these days. I sometimes feel like I should know a little bit more about actual how to make music and not just be like a fan of the artists that I review. I don't really know a whole lot about music. I know what I hear and how it makes me feel, so I hope that that's okay. I just can't give a very technical review, and that's okay. I'm not a musician, so I don't have any musical bones in my body. Okay, that was my review of Willow's latest album, Petal Rock Black. I will be back with another video probably soon. Naomi John's new album comes out later on this month. I'm super excited to listen to that and review it. Check out my latest video. It was a little bit different than my usual videos. My boyfriend Leslie joined me and we laughed at bad Stranger Things tattoos. Let me know if there's any other albums that you'd like me to review soon. It's been a while since I made my last review, so I'm sorry. Other than all that, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!